back to my Legends of Hero, Child of Cold Steel, and we are continuing on where we left off. So first thing we want to know is, excuse me. Oh, okay. I get what it's saying. Okay. I was reading my notes and it was saying get ready for next playthrough, and it was if I was gonna New Game Plus this, which I'm not going to right now. Let me think. Let me think. I need to go to the engineering building.
I still can't believe there's a weapon out there powerful enough to level Gorelia Fortress like that. I didn't think you could get much more powerful than those railway guns.
Yeah, having seen the railway guns in person, I can hardly believe it. There are rumors that whatever that weapon is, it's managed to fend off the armored divisions several times too.
Still, I can't help but wonder what the Chancellor's gonna say in his national address. Whatever it is, I have a feeling that it's gonna shake up some things around here. This is a military academy after all. Who knows? We might even see active duty. Even as an engineer, I doubt they'd make an exception for me. Could be that my lazy days tinkering with orbital bikes are numbered.
Oh, don't...
Well, no point stressing out too much about I didn't mean to be a downer about it. This country may go...
That's a good way to... I don't want to look away from what's happening. We have to be aware of our present to take charge of our future. But anyway, you wouldn't happen to know where Crow is. He hasn't shown up.
Crow? He came by yesterday with a box of things he borrowed from me, but he never mentioned it.
Dang. Anyway.
Well, knowing Crow, he's probably... Just keep looking around.
Will do.
Okay, let's leave here. Let's go into here. Yep, Student Council. Let's go
Oh,
I figured...
yep. Are you guys planning on...
How could we be supposed...
Yeah. Whatever it's about, it's going to be something big. I don't think anyone could have imagined the relationship between Crossbell and Erebonia going south like this. I sure hope Angie's okay. What with all of this political turmoil right now.
Toa...
I'm the student council president. I need to stay focused on what's going on right here, right now. Angie would laugh at me if she could see me getting distracted over her anyway.
That's right. We've got to focus on getting through this. Still, don't try to take on more than you can handle. I'm not the only one ready to give you a hand if you need it.
Will do. Oh yeah, why were you looking for me in the...
Right. Do you have any idea where
Crow? He didn't mention that he had to go anywhere when I talked to him yesterday.
Was yesterday the last time?
Yeah, he was giving me back some of the stuff he borrowed from me since graduation's getting so... That was nice of him, but then he gave me everything he borrowed from Angie. It's only polite to give back the stuff you borrowed in person. Now it's more work for me.
Well, I'll keep asking around.
Sounds like a good... Oh, but make sure you're back in your classroom by...
Of course.
Okay. Old schoolhouse. Whoops.
Nothing out of the ordinary. We kind of ended up pushing it to the back of our minds, what with the way things have been going in Crossbell. Huh? It's up. George is in the engineering building. If any of the students just idly wandered in, I should probably take a... I checked around inside of the old schoolhouse, but all the same, I didn't want a chance leaving anyone down there.
Check the 7th. Millennium.
Milliam?
Oh, Rean! Come to take a sneak peek?
Is this... You do know we have class...
Oh. Dang, I knew I was forgetting something.
Honestly. So, what's... It doesn't look like this thing has anything in common with Aragetlum.
I don't know. I can't shake the feeling that it might, at least a little. Not the same, but like they share some kind of underlying principle.
I've got no...
I guess you wouldn't really understand without being connected. But now it makes sense why Gramps asked me to keep an eye on this place, though. I had no idea there'd be something this cool down...
Wait a minute, are you talking about Chancellor Osborne? Did he know there was something?
Not really sure. He just asked me to keep an eye on the building itself, and said to let him know if anything unusual... Whoopsie! That was supposed to be confident...
So, the Chancellor has an interest in our we did just find out that Captain Claire is a Thor's graduate, but...
Hey, what you think?
Say, was investigating the old schoolhouse the reason you enrolled at the academy?
Well, sorta, but it was more of a side thing. There was a more important reason, but that kinda stopped being a concern. So I guess it's just this now.
Something more important than this? Not sure what she's getting at. Doesn't sound like she's trying to hide something important from me, though.
Oh yeah, it's almost time. I guess I should head back.
Oh, so we were all planning to listen in the classroom.
Sweet. What are we waiting for?
I wonder if he went into town.
Huh. Wanna try looking around Trista?
Sounds like a good idea. All right, let's...
Alright, William, let's go.
Okay, so are we...
Might as well. I guess maybe Sharon knows where...
Okie dokie.
Start down here. Got a 7.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to see either of you back so early.
Hello again?
We're back!
Oh, it seems all of your classes have been cancelled. I heard from Lady Sarah that you would be remaining on the...
Well, say, Crow hasn't been back.
Master Crow? Well, actually, he just
Oh, he did...
Indeed, I don't believe he stayed long. It seems he was here just long enough to go to his room, then he...
Sounds like we just missed him. Maybe he forgot something here?
Should we check his room?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so let's go to his room.
Still, don't you think his room's awfully... tidy?
Well, he was supposed to be moving out of here fairly soon. Anyway, it's almost noon.
Yep, still.
Yeah.
Okay, so where could Crow be?
Oh, it's you.
Patrick, I thought you would have gone...
Well, we don't have any classes today, so I was... Sure. I've been told to return home. Repeated, but as a member of the 4 great houses. What dignity would I have were I to turn tail and run? Don't underestimate...
Oh, what?
Wouldn't dream of it. Is Class 1 planning on listening to the National Address too?
We are. Personally, I can't stand the man, but we are in the middle of an... Those of us who elected to remain at the academy are having a radio set up. You've got some strange classmates, though. I know Heimdall's not all that far from Trista, but I'm not sure why he'd bother going to hear the speech.
What are you talking...
I met him outside the state.
Huh.
Oh, he didn't tell you? When I inquired, he said he wanted to hear the Chancellor's speech.
Huh. I wouldn't expect... Well, at least we know...
I haven't a clue what... Anyway, it's almost...
Oh, let's get...
Okay.
Okay, so Crow just left. Alright. Let's save again. And continue.
The clock's about to strike noon in Heimdall, with the Chancellor set to take the stage for his national... With the situation in Crossbell and the destruction of Gorelia Fortress still fresh in the national consciousness, the message he has today will undoubtedly shape the future of Erebonia and with it, our lives. Our reporter is joining us now, live from Dreikel's Plaza.
Sounds like he's about to start.
Oh, I hate this.
This is Misty, coming to you live from Heimdall.
Huh? Why is Misty...
Oh, it's the host from...
At least that's a reassurance.
How? Emma, what's wrong?
The woman talking on the you all know her?
Who, Misty? She hosts the radio show Abendtime.
I've seen her out and about, though considering Abendtime is broadcast by...
Huh?
Do you know her?
The Chancellor's standing at the podium, and it looks like he's about ready. Let's hear what he has to say.
Citizens of Heimdall, fellow countrymen, Erebonians far and wide, I thank you for your attention. I am Gileath Osborne, your Chancellor and the acting representative of the Imperial Government. We stand today in the face of an uncertain future. All of you, I'm sure, are aware of what has transpired in recent weeks. Crossbell, our erstwhile province, has defiantly declared its independence, and as its parting shot, frozen the assets entrusted to them by the hard-working men and women of Erebonia. As we have moved to safeguard our national interests, armed conflicts have broken out on our borders. Our enemies point to this as an example of Erebonian aggression, but nothing could be further from the truth. We acted in accordance with our duties as a colonial power. All we have done as is our sovereign right. The Imperial hand may be firm, but it is fair. These traitors, however, have shown the world that they are neither. With an unknown weapon of mass destruction, they have the stronghold that has long protected the very gates. I ask you, brothers and sisters of the Empire, do we allow such an do we sit idle as the pride and dignity of our great nation is spat upon and trampled underfoot? We cannot, we must not, and we will not. With blood and with iron we shall mete out justice!
Listen to him.
Oh, he's quite the orator.
Well, he's certainly not out to upend my expectation.
Milliam? What are you doing?
Nope, can't get through. No surprise there.
Who are you trying?
What is all this?
Oh, it's part of my mission. The most important part. If only I'd caught on a little sooner. But considering he managed to outwit Claire, Lecter, and even Graham, I suppose Crow's earned this victory.
What?
What does Crow?
Huh. You came because you had a potential lead on C, and you couldn't look into it from the outside.
What? As in the leader of the Imperial Liberation.
But he's dead, isn't he?
The Intelligence Division looked at all of C's actions so far and drew up a list of potential suspects. And one possibility we couldn't dismiss was that he had ties to this academy somehow. But after C and his cronies got blown up aboard their airship in the mine, we thought it was a moot point. Looks like we spoke too soon. I can't believe how bad we screwed this up.
Are you seriously suggesting that it's Crow? That it's been him all along?
Crow was with us in the mine right up until he went with the miners to escort them back to the surface, right?
Yeah, and then his route back ended up blocked off by a cave-in, so he wasn't able to reach us until later.
But what if he actually used another route to get there ahead of us?
Then fought us wearing that masked helmet and cape.
Before making it look like he boarded the airship, then sneaking back around to join the others.
Madness. No one would stake their entire plan on such a precarious stunt.
Perhaps we can read the evidence that way. But there are a few leaps in logic that bother me.
Besides, remember when the terrorists escaped from Gorelia Fortress? We heard C talking to us, and not just then. He was addressing us just before the airship exploded in the...
That's true. But
And Crow was with us the whole time during everything that went down in Gorelia. He never left our sight.
Right. No mistaking it.
My name is C, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there's...
He could have recorded a message in advance and played...
Oh.
And the airship that exploded? It could have been controlled remotely. His alibi seems airtight. But once you account for things like that, it starts looking pretty questionable.
Yep. And if C's still alive, that means the other ringleaders...
Then right now...
oh no.
He said he was headed to Draco's Plaza, didn't he?
If a skilled sniper has their eye on you, you let your guard down for even a second and bang. If he's the one who shot down the airship in the mine, then it's checkmate for the Chancellor. Crow's already won.
We stand at the brink of nothing. In such tumultuous times, we must set aside our differences. We must look past the ideologies that divide us. I will not deny the rift that has grown between the reformist and noble factions, especially in recent times. But how childish, how insignificant such squabbles seem when the enemy marshals its strength beyond our borders. I have met with His Majesty the Emperor, and have secured permission to embark on the course. Thus, in the name of the Emperor, and as the representative of the Imperial government, that the Empire's full military might shall to deliver unto Crossbell a swift response.
Go finish your speech in hell.
Well played, Armbrust.
Well, that was anticlimactic. And there's our coup de grace. Now, just have to add the finishing touches.
Hands in the air!
It really was you all along. To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right on Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Aw, and here I thought I'd managed to cover my tracks like a real pro. So, who put all the pieces together? I bet it was Arundel.
We just received confirmation a short while. If you hadn't been so difficult to pin down, we would have had this investigation finished up already. How could you? How could you?
You know, this really brings back the memories. It's a lot like when Jirai was annexed by the Empire 8 years ago. You let your guard down, you lose. That's how your boss's favorite little game works. Well, he lost. And now he won't be playing any of his game.
Get on the ground! I don't know how you managed to plan all of this, but you'll tell us eventually.
Yeah.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a shocking turn of events. Chancellor Osborne has been shot by... He's currently being rushed into urgent care. We'll bring you more on the situation as it develops.
What is that? It's coming close.
It looks like we may not be out of... A large silver craft has been sighted in the sky to the south, and it seems to be... But hearing a radio broadcast just isn't the same as seeing it. So how about I give you Thor students a special treat? Just my way of saying thanks for the fun I had at the festival.
Wait, what?
Was she speaking direct?
Resound, rend night's silent veil, and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
What the?
Isn't that the plaza in Heimdall?
This is one of the Azure Abyss's incantations, Phantasmagoria!
is that? I know, but it ain't. It's time to avenge his ex. Fire! Where did?
Humanoid combat armors, courtesy of Reinford's 5th Development Division, staunch supporters of the Noble Alliance. Knights for the modern age, modeled after a stunning historical example and made of hardened steel from toe to crown. We call them the Panzer Soldats.
But... Don't move!
Sorry. Zephyr should be able to secure Valflame Palace just fine on their own. But I've got my own score.
No! What?
See ya, Icy Maiden.
Man, that was a bit of a letdown, huh? I'll give him an A for effort. But we're talking about the Imperial capital here? Is that the best they could muster on their home turf?
The hard parts. Most of the Imperial army's putting out fire, but they'll be back soon enough. And who knows? They might have some anti-soul guys countermeasures up their sleeves.
Hey, I guess the ones to watch out for are the 3rd, 4th, and 7th armored. I wonder whose side our little princess will take.
That's for Fee to decide. Boss will want it.
I am so confused right now. This is blowing my mind. Fees involved?
Splendidly done, Grianos. I see you were able to share the sweetest notes of my aria with our little friends.
I find myself Lady V. Vast is the stage, and beauty is the performance of the Azure Abyss.
That's quite the compliment, considering your standards on beauty. Still, first the Burl, then Crossbell, and now here in Erebonia. Don't you think you're getting a little too greedy for your own good?
We'll be proceeding with the next step of the Phantasmal Blaze plan, I presume?
The bells are tolling for Crossbell, and preparations here are complete. Still, even this grand an undertaking is but a jewel in a greater crown. The second stage of the Orpheus final plan. The symphony awaits us. Let the second movement commence.
This is blowing my mind right now. Like, oh my god, I don't remember any of this.
Is this really happening?
It is. Phantasmagoria is an arcane art known to the Witch of the Abyss, capable of showing scenes and visions across great... The woman you know as Misty is something of a sister of mine.
Wait, the Witch of...
Are you saying that's who Misty really is?
I feel like any moment I'm going to wake up in my bed to find I just dreamt all this.
If only it was. But we
Well, we'll have plenty of time. Right now, we've got 2 more pressing concerns. The Chancellor's been shot.
Oh no.
Damn. That gargantuan airship. I have no doubts that they were bankrolled and manufactured by the noble.
I saw them there. My old family. All this time, I never knew what happened to them.
Fee.
So you know those men? I remember meeting them briefly in the Gray.
They're former members of Zephyr. Used to be one of the continent's strongest Jaeger Corps. It looks like the noble faction hired them to do their dirty work. Just like the Imperial Liberation Front. On top of that...
It looks like our guess about C's identity, but I don't know what that cool blue thing was he flew off.
Oh.
On behalf of the Student Council, I'm sure you all experience, and the principal has an announcement he'd like to make about it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Principal Van Dyke speaking. I'm sorry to say there's a strong likelihood that what you just saw is really happening in Heimdall. However, it's important to note that we don't yet have confirmation or any official word on the situation. I'm doing all I can to find out what's going on. But in the meantime, I ask for your patience.
So all the other classes saw...
How could she use a national radio broadcast to show something to just us and no one else? Is that even
For her, it is. With little difficulty at that.
Yo, Sarah. Neidhart? And... What? Of course. Yeah. All right, class. I've got to step out for it, but no matter what happens, you are...
I'm not sure.
Can this stay even?
What's wrong? I hear something to the...
Several armored cars are... And... It sounds like they have some of those armored suits.
You've got to...
First time, are they planning on taking over? Sure looks that way. Notable members from both factions have kids enrolled here, and there are plenty of important people like the principal. So either they're looking to preemptively protect their own or take the others hostage.
This is absurd.
Whatever their intentions,
Do you think that's where the
Those giant armors tore through the Army's tanks. Our instructors are strong, but with what they're up against, I'm not sure how much help we'd be or if we'll even... But right now, they need all the support they can get.
I'm with you.
You have my sword.
I didn't really wake up today planning to fight enemies that can gut a
None of us did.
I'll do everything I can to defend.
I take no issue with.
Guess I'll help. I wonder how Landio
We haven't got a lot of time.
All right.
Lisa, why are you all so
Ferris, you're still here?
What an I saw the instructors leave.
They all... Patrick, you can't let them take over this building. Work with the other students as...
Schwarzer?
Oh dear lord.
What an idiot! I heard a war started.
Don't worry, everyone.
We'll show you.
Toa!
Reem!
What are you doing? You're not planning on going to help the...
That's exactly...
I'd bring shame to the Arce.
We're not gonna push our luck, but we want to give them every little...
You can't be...
If that video's anything to go by, you'd be going up. The chances of you... Are you really sure this is what you...
We are. This academy has given us a lot. And we'll be damned if we're going to let them just take that away.
You guys.
Oh boy. The instructors told me not to let you past if you tried to come...
All right. A student, but don't forget, you're still students. This may be a military academy. If you ever feel like your lives are in danger, run away. Surrender. I don't care what you do. Promise me.
Of course.
We prom...
At least make sure you've got everything. I've got my tools on me, so if you guys need any...
Oh my god. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. Holy crap. Lunar Witch? Wow. Continue. Oh, whoops. Leave.
May 80 take...
Be safe.
I know I'm repeating myself still. I know in my heart how much you want to protect this school. So do what you think you have to. Not just for us, but so that whatever ends up happening, you'll know you gave the best you had to give.
Understood.
Oh my god. I hope we don't die.
It seems the battle.
There. Let's move.
Are you?
Oh, I'm as human as they come. Or Instructor Beatrix, for that matter.
I'll say, our decorated...
Now, there's no need to go around flattering old lady.
I don't know of any other old ladies who...
And while we're at...
Especially you, Thomas. When did you leave the library long enough to become so disturbingly proficient?
Well, you know me. I'm a... They're monsters!
Sir, we don't...
They did this?
I almost feel sorry.
She was a colonel in the Imperial Army. They used to call her... She saved Sarah's life.
Yeah, she's kind of a legend. In her days with the medical corps, she'd show up in war zones to treat the critically injured. She'd patch them all up, friend or foe. And woe to anyone or anything who tried to stop her.
Wow. You know, maybe they don't need our help.
No.
Looks like they've got some...
Cease your fire! If they're fielding monsters, we might...
Here they come.
Oh, jeez.
They've certainly brought...
There, looks like they've been...
You think we can really be?
Well, we need to hold this location. Same to you. Fine, Mom. Shut up, Thomas.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's see which parts have that part. They certainly seem to be...
Yeah, but the enemy still got struck with the instructor.
Let's go.
Right.
If we can give them that much more... What? Share? Allow me. I'll be sure to give Lady Sarah and her colleagues the opening they need. Huh?
I figured you'd show up.
What the hell?
Whoa, steal one.
These new model engines certainly are. Still, all the power in the world doesn't mean much if you're all tied up. The pleasure of being bound, vulnerable, and exposed is a thrill like no other. Would you care for a little demonstration? I'd say you won't feel a thing.
So you finally dropped the act. Looks like you've even picked up a few new tricks since our little dust-up 2 years ago. But I guess I wouldn't expect any less from Sharon Kruger, Ouroboros' Enforcer number 9. Or should I just call you the Severing Chain?
I'm currently on leave from that. Right now, I'm but a humble man, and no matter who's pulling the strings, anyone who tries to harm Lady Elisa or her friend.
That's fine, bud. But I think you and I need to sit down and have a nice long talk after all this is over.
Oh, look at them go!
Of course not. I was just about to say.
Boys will...
Oh my! I feel like a mere mortal.
Okay, I think I got this.
Still, there's only so much you can do against... Your military academy.
So, Elisa...
Don't ask me. I'm pretty sure my mother knows her background.
Still, now they may have at least a chance of victory.
Still, we've seen those suits demolish.
You're right. If we join the fight,
That sound.
It's faint.
No way.
But that's coming from the...
Lemmy! We've got 2 of those armors coming in fast. A blue one and a green.
Well, they certainly don't seem to be...
Are they trying to catch the town in a pincer attack? The instructors and Sharon have their work cut out for them with those 5.
Looks like we're the first and only line.
Yeah. Get ready.
Time to save.
Just as east, no hostile.
I hear they've rounded up but I'm sure they've got their hand. Never mind that. C's instructions were to head straight for the academy and take all of this.
Roger that. We've got a group of unknowns.
Mine? And here I thought Vulcan would get all the fun to himself. But you didn't let me down, did you, Class 7? You managed to turn up every single time.
Commencing operation. Our objective is to aim for the one in the front and give it everything you've got.
How cute. It just wouldn't be sporting of us to attack at the same time, so...
Roger that. You've interfered with our cost. Let's see.
I welcome all gentlemen.
My turn.
Motivate.
My turn.
Arcus,
Crusade.
it's my turn.
Arcus!
My turn.
7th Rhapsody.
Go.
Try to save Reen's CP as much as you can for this fight because it's a 2-part fight. That's all I'm gonna say.
You have my thing.
Go.
My turn.
Okay.
You have my thing. You have my thing.
Of course.
Go.
Are you alright?
You have my thing.
My turn.
My turn. Go.
Right. Okay.
Here we go.
7th Rhapsody.
My turn.
Of course. All guard. Our time is now.
Time is now.
Leave it to me.
It's my turn. Now.
This should be enough to kill him. Gotcha.
How could I have lost their only student?
We. Looks like George was right about aiming for the.
I should have expected.
I recognize that grip.
Scarlet? Oh, did you miss me? But I hope you haven't forgotten that I owe you for getting in my... You managed to beat one Solons, but once was just luck. Let's see how you...
That one's not like the other.
So it has weapons the regular...
Oh, believe... Sadly, I doubt you survived.
We have nothing to
Here we
fear.
go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
So you can't win the start of this fight. There's no way to win.
My turn. My turn.
Yeah, it deflects everything.
My turn.
Go.
Yep, see? You automatically lose.
It reflects.
That's cheating.
And this, children, is what we call react. Think of it as a protective field that the pilot can act. They originally designed it to defend against tank assaults. But as you can see...
The 5th Division really... Reen?
Hey, what? You're not. It's the same as when he fought the.
No, don't do it.
So this must be that power of yours that C mentioned. I wonder if it'll really give you the strength to take down this...
If I go full force, no problem. But if that's what it takes...
Reen!
You don't have to...
Dost thou desire the power?
What?
If thee and I are of one accord, a covenant can be made. Thou hast but to call out my name, one in whom dwells the flame. Awaken her.
This...
It looks like all the conditions have...
Celine? You can talk?
Yes, quite eloquently too. But that's not important right now. Right now, you need to stay focused. You should know his name already. You saw it deep within the realm of the Great Shadow.
Valamir.
She's right. It feels so familiar.
Valamir.
Heed my call.
Valamar, the Ashen Knight!
No way.
What's happening?
He just... Celine!
Let him concentrate. What? Did...
The cat is talking.
What's he doing with it? Well, whatever. Playtime, unless you have a death... What was that? Wait, shit. Is that what...
The Ashen Knight.
What?
Valamir.
Reen, is this one of the great knights?
So the tales... You see before you one of the divine knights, incarnations of the great power, the Ashen Knight.
Damn it! It shouldn't have been able to move yet!
The moment you accepted the Awakener's covenant, but you've got a more pressing... And this divine knight doesn't have a weapon yet.
Evaded that attack like a trained dueler.
Like Reen would.
All right.
Reen!
Is he inside that?
I recognize that stance.
The 8 leaves, 1 blade style's unarmed form.
Huh. Looks like you might.
The 8 Leaves One Blade School has a form we use if we're disarmed. And believe me, Master Ka-Fi drilled it into me.
Sounds like you owe him a thank you next time. Watch out! Here she comes!
Let's see what we can do!
Don't leave me unseen.
Divine Knight battles. You can target 3 areas, head, body, and arms. Striking a foe's weak point won't balance it. The assist attacks you gain 1 bravery point. You have 3 bravery points. You can use a powerful rush attack. Which of the 3 areas is the enemy's weak points varies depending on its stance. Spirit. So that's heal. Brass.
How about this? My.
No. I'm gonna say its head still its weak point.
How about this?
Its body.
How about this? How about this? Archie feisty. We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, it'll last quite a long time.
My. You're in now. Too bad. Too bad. You're in now. You're in now. This can't be happening. Damn it! If Reinford had finished my Templar sword in time, I'd be the one still standing.
This battle is over. Now get out of Trista.
Reen.
Yeah!
All right, this should be all the.
Damn.
Whoa, hold up just a sec.
That
Something's coming.
Oh no. The Azure
Whoa.
Knight.
A blue knight?
Then Valimar wasn't the only divine knight.
See?
The Azure Knight? I'll bet she's the one who guided him to it too.
Crow.
Sure am. Long time. Oh, well, not too long, I guess. Seeing as we just had dinner together. But that all feels strangely distant now. You know?
Why? Why are you doing? Are you really the one who shot? And where did you even get that?
It's thanks to the Imperial Liberation Front's planning that I wound up at the Academy in the first place. It was a nice spot to bide my time while we waited for our chance to take out the Chancellor. Gotta say, though, the whole school thing was a lot more fun than I expected. But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real... the Crow armbrust you've known all this time.
Like hell he isn't! All the good times, your friendship with... You seriously want me to believe that all... that our hanging out, our...
Yeah.
I knew he was evil.
Oh no.
Crow!
Reinford made that for the Soldats unit. I know it's not the kind you're used to, but it's... So, what...
A double saber. Just like...
Then there's no room left for doubt.
I take no joy in this, but we can't have that Ashen Knight of yours getting in the way later down. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to bust it up. As for you students and the staff, you'll be under...
So that's the plan if you... But what about it?
If you win, I'll pay up the interest. Hell, we could even trade places. I'll babble on about friendship and dreams, and you can have fun for once.
You've got yourself a deal. But I hope you know what you just signed up for. Because the Bank of Reen has... If we'll be trading places, don't forget you'll have a mountain of work waiting for you back. So one way or another...
You get... But cheer up.
This is their will to fight is causing an enormous outpouring of mana.
Alright, let's do this.
Whoa. That's fair.
That's it. You're Think you can handle this? That's it. You're fit. Gotcha.
Not bad.
Gotcha.
So, what you gonna do? Think you can handle this? Hope you're ready. That's it. You're fit. So, what you gonna do?
Great. I don't have anything else.
There. Now. Here now.
Think you can handle this?
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're supposed to win this. Hold on.
Alright, let's do.
I healed too early. Its body.
Think you can handle this?
That all? That all?
Not bad. That's it. You're fit. Think you can handle this? That's it. You're fit. Think you can handle this?
Well, it's actually really easy when you just go.
Bring it on! Beat this! That all?
Hope you're ready.
Darkness! That all?
So, what you gonna do? Think you can handle this?
That's it!
That's it. You're fit. Hope you're ready.
Thank goodness. That means
happening?
You really don't do anything halfway, do you? I thought I knew what you could do with your 8 leaves training, but you're fighting on a whole nother level today.
Good thing, too. Otherwise, I'd never have stood a chance against you. Time to make good on our wager, Crow. What in the...
You've been piloting a Divine Knight for one. I've been using mine for 3 years. Did you think I wouldn't have a trump card to play?
Damn it! It's...
When a Divine Knight is damaged, the Awakener, just as I feared, it was too early. Or...
No, you don't!
Reen, are you all...
Guys,
We are going to buy you...
Run!
I can't. I won't just leave you all.
You can! Heimdall's been occupied, and it's only a matter of time before we've got a full...
They might have been caught off guard today, but the Imperial Army's full of elite soldiers. When the war starts, it'll be long and bloody.
But it doesn't have to be like that. You and the you could find a third way, like Prince Oliver.
You can become the wind.
You guys, no, I can't just run.
Just look at yourself. You're in no...
Yeah! Just...
Once you've escaped, we'll go join the instructors. So take care of him.
Easier said than done.
Prolonging current battle poses the risk of sustaining irreparable damage. Immediate tactical retreat.
That voice.
So you've gathered enough power, have you? Well, we may have lost this battle, but at least we'll live to fight another day. All right, get as far away in Ereboni.
Command acknowledged.
Wait, no!
Be at ease, Reen. You will not bear this burden alone. I will stand and fight you as your sword. And I swear to you, this blade shall not be broken.
I'm so
not before it
sad.
returns to your side.
Laura!
Really sad right now. Like, oh my god.
They need me.
Oh my god. So that was the end of Legends of Hero Child of Cold Steel. That was a really fun game. It makes me want to start the second one. Well, let's watch the credits. We deserved it. So I hope you all enjoyed. Like, wow. It's been a very long time since I played a pretty decent JRPG. I don't know what it is about Legends of Hero Child of Cold Steel. It's just like it's short and sweet. That's essentially how I can tell it, because it has a lot of character development. The chapters aren't that long, but within those chapters you focus on select characters, and you're mainly focusing on Reen, and all your characters develop and grow, and all of them have these crazy backstories that you can tell that they're leading up to other games, because this game has a total of 4. There's a total of 4 Child of Cold Steels. 2 of them are on Steam, the first and second. Third one hasn't been announced yet. Fourth one is, I believe, hasn't came out yet. It may have. I honestly don't know, but I know it's not in America yet. But yeah. For the longest time when I first played this game, I did not see Crow as a villain at all. Like, I did not see that coming, even though he was like literally the only character that you had to see in his game. Like, yeah, there were other characters, but there wasn't like a main character that had a C. And then like when the sniper rifle came in, I should have guessed because he was the only character other than Machias that used guns. But the only difference is Machias uses like a shotgun while he uses like the dual pistols, and C uses dual blades. So it's just one of those things where I was just like, wow. So there are bonuses that you can get from transfer to Cold Steel 3. If Green's level is over level 69 or 69 or lower, you automatically get Seraph times 100, all colors, and attack 1 in Zekrom powder. If you're between level 70 to 70, like that's it, like if you're just 70 or above, then you get 300 Seraphim, attack 1, slow blur, and Zekrom powder. If you're level 80 or higher, you get attack 1, slow blur, sanity force, Zekrom powder, Zerum? It might be Zerum powder, I might be saying that wrong. And then you get 500 Seraph of all colors. So it's a nice little like buff. Which is what I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna do that. Which is actually really nice. Yeah. Just wow. Look at their weapons, that's so cool. The gun blades. The fisticuffs next to the gun blades. Her sword, the lance, the gun. The knight sword. The orbital staff. I think they're missing the bow. No, it's right there. It's right next to the orbital staff. Elliot's. Can now save clear data. Man. Wow. I've never seen this screen before. Crow. Well guys, it's been a fun game, but and the next time you see me, I'll be starting Legends of Hero Child of Cold Steel 2. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.